Hello, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be making a character based on colors. To choose the colors, I decided to use my Ohuhu markers. Basically what I did was I turned the package upside down and I shook it until a couple colors came free. I was counting on 3, but then I got 5, so I had to eliminate 2 of them. The colors that I got were red 4, green yellow 6, red 10, purple blue 9, and green 5. I swatched them in my sketchbook and then I eliminated the 2 of them. The red 4 and the green 5 I didn't want to use. Once I had those colors, ideas started coming. The sun, flowers, water were all things I wanted to use. I wanted to do something that I'd never really done before, so I decided to go for more of a summery beach look. I gave him a patterned shirt with flowers on it and some shorts. I used the red, which is more of a pink color than the shirt on the flowers, and that's when I thought of making the shorts into more of a swimming suit, like swimming trunks, kind of leaning into the water and the sun idea. I really like this idea, but I wanted to try some other ones, and I'm really glad I did, because the next one I decided to lean into the flower and the plant idea along with the sun rather than water, because I don't really like the beach. I don't like swimming or anything to do with that, so it was a lot easier for me to come up with an idea. What if this character maybe grew up on a flower farm or something? So I gave him some overalls and a yellow shirt. Originally it was long sleeved, but I decided to change it. He would probably wear the long sleeve shirt in the winter though, because it'd probably get pretty cold. At least I'd imagine that. So this ended up being the design that I settled on. It was at this point that I named him Sunny, which was a little cheesy, but I think it's really cute. Then I decided to draw a bigger version of it on another page of my sketchbook, and I decided to keep the flower idea, so I put flowers on the pocket in front of his overalls. I thought that was really cute, and I used the pink color to color that in. So yeah, I think it all turned out pretty cute. And then I decided to go into Procreate and make an actual finished illustration. I tried to make him a little bit younger, but it's a little bit hard to tell. I kind of wish I'd made his face rounder, but I still think he's really cute. I gave him blonde hair and blue eyes because why not? I had the colors. I gave him a way too big smile, but let's be honest, how big is it too big? I've never heard of her. I really like how the line art turned out. I'm really glad I decided to change my line art brush a little while ago. It looks cleaner with this new one. It's the 2B pencil, just the regular one, no modifications. I also think that the chunky hair kind of fits the vibe too. I then took a picture of my swatches and inputted them into the canvas so I could sample the colors and put in the base colors that were the exact copies of the colors. Hi! Cat break. When painting the skin, I added a red, and for blush and stuff, I take the skin color, make a new layer, set it to multiply, and change the skin color, just the hue side, not the saturation level or anything, to red, and then I use that color, whatever the color is, to blend it in. And I decided to blend it in with a textured brush to make it look a little bit more sunburned, to show that he's out in the sun all day and stuff. So I thought that's what I decided to do. And then I used a textured brush set to overlay with the opacity turned down for the clothing. to get that like canvasy feeling, I would say. I don't think it really worked. I think the cloth still looks a little too smooth, but that's just something I'm gonna have to work on. I think that Sunny grew up on this flower farm that his family owns, and he spends his day playing in the fields after school. He's a very happy kid, loves the color pink and playing with his family dog. Paper's hard to use. I'd say he's about 10 to 11. In the background, I was getting a little tired, so I just took the 3 colors, the 3 inspiration colors, and like chunked them into specific places, and then I blended those colors together. And I think that was kind of perfect. So that's my character. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and have a good day.